There's a pretty one, Ulysses. There it is.
Hello BookTube, I'm Sean the Book Maniac. Welcome back to my channel. This is a very special video. I am introducing Mementomoriathon, starting today. This is a readathon to celebrate and antagonize Adam of Memento Mori, who hates readathons and hates most of the things that we're going to be doing to celebrate and antagonize him. So it's going to be fun. This is a joint project organized by Doris of Aldi Books and Britta Bowler and Mel of Mel's Booklet Adventures and myself, and we have had a blast. If you don't know who I'm talking about, where have you been? Other than that, where has Adam been is the bigger question. Adam's channel has been around since 2016, and he has a lot of devoted followers and also a large contingent of detractors, but we're not going to talk about them today. He is the biggest jerk on BookTube and the most supportive friend. He is an amazing guy, and he has a dark side. You just have to check out his channel. I can't believe anybody would be watching me that hasn't checked him out. Of course, his channel will be linked in the show notes. And Adam likes to take 6-month vacations from BookTube, and then he kind of moves it over onto Twitter or something. But I expect he'll come back, and perhaps one of the subliminal purposes of Mementomoriathon is to try to coax him back into BookTube land. So, first of all, what's the timing? The timing is whatever you make. I think my 3 collaborators are doing it for the month of February. I myself am planning to do a much deeper dive into Mementomoriathon land, and I'm going to do it from today, which is Adam's 23rd birthday. It's his birthday. I think he might be 23, maybe 22. Until the 4-year anniversary of when he launched his channel. And he launched his channel on May 13th, 2016. So I will be going from now until May 13th, because I want to do more. Without further ado, I have to show you this fabulous bingo card that Doris designed with all of the prompts. Here it is. Adam, don't you love it? It's a bingo card just for you! And the idea is to do a row. Any direction you want, 5 prompts. There are enough prompts that don't involve reading a book that it's easy for anybody to do within a month. And you don't have to do it within a month. You can take longer if you want. But there's lots of fun vlog and various and sundry community building exercise related prompts that don't involve reading a big book. So please join us. Doris's announcement video will have the fullest explanation of Mementomoriathon, including an explanation of each and every prompt on the bingo card. So go watch hers for the full explanation. I think it would get repetitive if we all did that, so I'm not. I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. I myself am going rogue with this part of it too. I wanted to read the big books that Adam loved and or hated or whatever, that just make me think fondly or antagonistically of Adam and his role in all of our lives. I'm not doing a rogue because I wanted to lock on to some of the bigger book challenges, and so mine are kind of all over, but I am doing 5. So without further ado, let's get started. The first prompt I'm doing is war. Adam likes reading war fiction. And I do too. He was surprised. I have met Adam. He visited me here in Tokyo a couple months ago, and it was a fabulous evening. I will link that video below. And I have chosen for this one a book about World War I that I have been wanting to read for years and years and years. And I had already tossed around the idea of buddy reading it with Heidi of My Reading Life this year, so it's just going to fit into this Mementomoriathon perfectly. And that is Regeneration by Pat Barker. The first in a trilogy, and it's supposed to be absolutely incredible. And that's all I know about it. I don't want to know another damn thing about it until I start it. And that will be a buddy read with Heidi in April. The next prompt is Muriel Spark. Now, Adam and I have a history, a little bit of an antagonistic history about poor Muriel. I studied Muriel Spark in university and quite liked her. And then I read one more novel after I finished my undergrad, quite like that, and then kind of completely forgot about her for decades. And Adam has named his channel after one of her best known, most loved novels, Memento Mori. And who got the idea? Oh, Leah of Hide and Seek and I did a buddy read of The Driver's Seat, and I loved that one. And then got talking with Adam about doing a chronological read of her complete oeuvre. It was the 200th anniversary of her death? No, not her death, her birth. What the hell was it? It must have been the 100th anniversary of her birth last year. And so a group of us started reading it. Started reading her from beginning to end. So her first one is The Comforters, and her second one was a really awful novel, Robinson. Then Memento Mori was her third work. And by the time I got to Memento Mori, which I had read in my 20s and remember liking, I just hit a wall with Muriel Spark, and I just bailed on that group buddy read and thought, I think I'm done with, I've just headed up to here with Muriel Spark. But that was a long time ago, a year and a half ago, longer. But meanwhile, going back to my undergrad days, I had heard that there was one novel that was quite a bit different than the rest of hers, set in Israel, and was just like really quite different from Muriel Spark. And so I've always carried a torch for this one, and so I'm finally going to get to it for Mementomoriathon, and that is The Mandelbaum Gate. And it's, for a Muriel Spark novel, it's rather chunky. Most of hers are 200 pages or less. This is almost 400, so I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth into that one and see if I might bail or not. Next is Cormac MacCarthy. And I've had one book of his on my shelf for years, never read it, never really wanted to. The more I heard about what it was like and how butch it was, and the fact that Adam liked it, I thought, oh, it's kind of a contradiction in terms, butch, and Adam liked it. But anyway, that I didn't think I'd ever get to it, but I'm going to get to it for Mementomoriathon, All the Pretty Horses. And it is about a Texas rancher, the last bewildered survivor of many generations of Texas ranchers. He loves it. So a book that Adam loved. So this was really fun. I have a whole bunch that I could choose, but of all the ones that Adam has talked about on his channel, one of the ones that I was most drawn to and wanted to get to is this one. Justine by Lawrence Durrell. It is the first in a trilogy. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the first of a quartet, the Alexandria Quartet. And Adam did a delightful, snark-free video about this quartet, and I was intrigued. I vaguely knew about Lawrence Durrell and the trilogy, but very vaguely, and his video was very informative and beguiling, so I'm going to get started on Justine. And the last one is He Hates It, a book that Adam hates, or I guess would hate, but this one I know he hates. And I think I'll probably going to hate it too. I bailed on this writer's first novel, but then I read one of her short stories, which I absolutely loved, so I don't know what to expect. This is Normal People by Sally Rooney. Just been made into a mini-series that's like 12 hours long, and the novel is 265 pages long. Adam had a very witty tweet about it. Anyway, I have no idea what to expect, and I'm kind of nervous. What if I like it? Doris and I will be buddy reading this in April. So those are what I've got for my 5 squares on the bingo card. And maybe, in order to just make Adam squirm a little more, I'm going to put all of these prompts into a TBR jar and pick them out at random and vlog it. I'm a notorious bailer. One of the things that Adam finds most endearing about me. So I have backup. I have tons of backup. Adam gave me some presents, some book presents when we met, and those I might get to if these don't pan out. Another square is What the Falk, which he did. I think he did that for a year. And I have these 3 Faulkners. I have not read a Faulkner, so those will be backup. And for Dude Brolit, I also have Portnoy's Complaint. But I hope that these first 5 will do the trick, and I am just champing at the bit to get started on Mementomoriathon. Please join in the fun, people. And Adam, happy birthday. I hope you're feeling really uncomfortable right now. Love you, mean it. Thanks for watching.